and welcome to WBB&M Politics. I am Caroline Roach, and this is my co-host Andrew Vanas, and we are coming to you with two unfortunate political events that recently took place in Brazil and Peru. Andrew will get us started with information on the Brazil city leader, Marielle Franco, who was shot to death for what the public thinks has to do with her views on human rights.
Marielle Franco, a city councilor in Brazil, was recently shot and killed by a passing car after she had given a speech at an event celebrating the power of black women. She was shot 9 times and her driver was also killed. After years of political struggle in Brazil, this event has put people over their breaking points. I hope that Brazil can get it together sooner than later and before this country goes into ruin, said a local villager, while others have decided to take action by starting protests and rallies across the country. There have been theories as to why Franco was killed. People believe that Franco, 38, was killed due to the fact that she was a black female rights activist who stood for equality, mainly for people of the LGBTQ+ community. Her fellow activists have felt much grief after the news broke out because Franco was viewed as a model of taking a stand and not backing down. I viewed Franco as a motherly figure who represented my goals in life, said another local townsperson. Something to know if you were to further investigate this event is that you shouldn't barge into the life of the people affected by this tragedy, thinking you are wanted or needed. Another is that you should not pretend like you are part of their culture and that you are also grieving for the loss of Marielle Franco when you do not live here. Lastly, you have to be aware of the circumstances of Brazil and consider that some of the people may be in too much pain to discuss this event. This assassination relates to among the volcanoes because Brazil has been struggling with their politics, just like Isabel's village has been struggling with their government and raging guerrilla groups.
Sad story, Andrew. Let's hope that Brazil and the people affected can get over the loss of such an important figure. Speaking of an important figure, the president of Peru was impeached and incarcerated for corruption. Corruption has become a major problem in Peru and most of Latin America, especially in politics. Over Peru's 20 years of democracy, the country has had a sequence of presidents who have either escaped from jail or are in jail due to these many misconducts. After 2 years of serving, Peru's president, Pedro Pablo Kuczynski, was forced to resign on March 21st and was sentenced to jail after videos went out of government officials bribing lawmakers for their support in his trial. He went to trial in the first place because of an international graft scandal about construction contracts. This was a government that carves its tongue from day one, said Edardo Dargent, a political scientist at the Pontifical Catholic University of Peru. Looking forward, it's very unclear what will happen. Peru has been a puzzle and a paradox. It's been such an economic performer, but you have such weak political institutions, states Michael Shifter, the president of the Inter-American Dialogue, a policy group in Washington. If someone were to go to Peru and find out more about this event, they should know to not make assumptions about Peru's government based off one event. They should also ask for consent from the people they are asking, because this event may be hard to talk about for some, especially if they related or knew the president as a friend. This event connects to the book Among the Volcanoes because Guatemala in the time of that book was in a poor state with its government because of differing views and guerrilla rebels. And currently, Peru's government is going through a tough time with corruption.
Indeed they are, Caroline. Hopefully Peru and Brazil's government is able to get back on track. Okay, America, that's it for WBB&N Politics. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Have a good night.